Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War raids, week, what day is it these days? Week 14, day 5. Of course we're not actually doing any raids today though. Today we are farming apparently a bunch of pets as well as a bunch of gnomes. So let's get on to this one. Still need to go do this pet. It has a small timer left, so I need to go make sure we go do it real quick. I think it has like 10 minutes left or something. But yeah, we've been getting pets every single hour so far, so a lot of pets out there. And that's mainly because everyone in the guild has been farming them like crazy. So that's one of the reasons why we've been getting them, because of the gnome event. So there's a bunch of them in PvP and arena, and some people are doing a lot of PvP and arena. So we're basically just perpetually getting pets, which is slightly unfortunate because during pet battles we actually don't have any chance to get gnomes. I still don't understand why they did it like that. I guess to make sure that the final battles aren't easier. But, I don't know, they're already pretty easy. At least this late in the game they are. They did the same thing with dungeons for, assumably, the exact same reason. Yet they're still ridiculously easy. Yeah, definitely, if you're going to do any grinding in Gems of War, this is the weekend to do it in. If you need to go farm trait stones, if you need to go level a hero class, if you need to go do, really anything, now's the time to do it in this game because you get more resources for doing pretty much anything. You got only one key today, been playing it all day. Well, we got all of ours within about the same hour. We got 3 within 10 minutes. And that's it. That's all we've gotten so far. But that's still really decent. Oh, why did I not use that? Fail. Whoops. Hello, Steve. Actually, I didn't even say any hellos. Hello, Danny. Hello, Momin. Hello, DeKrill. Hello, Steve. Hello, everyone else. Welcome. If anyone has any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, honestly, a good majority of the stream is just going to be gnomes. But hopefully we get a Vault key. If we do get a Vault key, we'll give out a code immediately once we do. Otherwise, we'll have one sometime around mid-stream or so. Hello, Brian. Hello, Captain. Welcome. I'll take all that mess. Probably should have casted the key first so we could have gotten that extra brown. Oh, well. Hopefully this is full mana. No, it is not. Oh, try again. Now we have full mana. And he dies off of that. Throw the key down. Good to go. I'm starting to get stuffy nose. No. The weather's been all over the place. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Welcome. You got 1 Vault key today and a Jewel Gnome troop from it. Well, I guess that's not too bad then, assuming you still needed the copy. It was really funny. If any of you didn't see the earlier stream today, probably the best thing that actually happened was we got a Vault key off the very first gnome, and it was a Jewel Gnome. Yeah, we spent 36 keys prior in the other video and didn't get a single copy. Can't believe that happened. But at least we're done trying to find a Jewel Gnome. That would have been really annoying if we went this entire weekend without getting one. I wouldn't have been that big a deal, but for completionist purposes, that would have been annoying. Just because we would not have something. Of course, there's no need to actually own it. It's completely useless, but oh well. Can Jewel Gnome drop diamonds? To my understanding, no, but it can drop shards, which is worth about 2 diamonds. A little bit less than 2 diamonds, because you have to pay 20 souls to convert them. Well, 100 souls total, 20 for the amount that it gives. But yeah, it is ultra bad. Like, it is new level bad as far as how bad that gnome is. It can give 20 of any color jewel, or 200 shards, which could be used towards the color jewels, or it could give you 2 diamonds. Which we thought, not goblins, the normal gnomes 2 diamond drop was bad. This thing has 2 diamond drop, but with a 20 soul cost attached to it. I know, it is super weak. It's the worst gnome. Glory Gnome's best gnome, Jewel Gnome is worst gnome, and everything else is some layers in between. But it's not even close to which one's the best and worst. Yeah, I was expecting them to at least have like a really big shard drop or a really big diamond drop or a really big anything drop. It doesn't seem to have any super big drop unless I just haven't seen it. It keeps dropping the same useless 20 colors each time or those useless shards. And I didn't even realize it. You can get it more of any of those 2 resources within 1 battle on a dungeon day than you can from the gnome itself. Did he just convert away brown? He did. I need that color. Yeah, 1000 glory is its biggest drop. Glory Gnome's drop table is really simple. Same as Soul Gnome. But Glory Gnome's drop table is 200 glory, 500 glory, and 1000 glory. Those 3 drops. And Volkey, of course. All of them have Volkey. Glory Gnome's also one of... Oh, no! I needed that. Glory Gnome's also one of the only few gnomes where the drop... Its best drop could theoretically be better than a Volkey. There's only 2 gnomes that have something like that. Well, I guess technically 3. Soul Gnome's 5,000 souls, so generally not that good because souls aren't really needed, at least this late in the game. The normal gnomes, 4 gem keys or 3 event keys. And the Glory Gnome's 1000 glory. All 3 of those could potentially be better than a horrible Volkey. Oh no, speaking about horrible Volkeys, we're almost losing this battle. It might almost just be quicker to restart and try winning that way. Fail. What's even happening here? Do we have a drop for that? No, we don't even have that. Go move that. Taking out skull. How are you not dead? We only have 9 attack. That's why he's not dead. Never mind, we're retreating. It's gonna take way too long to kill him with 9 attack. We probably could get away with it, but it would take way too long. We actually lost the pet battle. This team is really bad against these last 2, though. Is the only real big issue with it. It clears everything else out nicely, but these last 2 generally have enough stats to outlive it. And even the extra turns off a thief isn't enough, and apparently he just keeps getting kills. Gotta make sure we keep summoning. I think the biggest issue was Dark Monolith there, though. Or that is his name, right? He's so useless that I almost forget his name. Yeah, that's his name. He's only really good under AI control when he has ridiculous stats. Under player control, there's almost no instance where you would viably be able to use him. So who knows, maybe he'll be better once Bleed comes out, because he's always going to be missing HP once Bleed becomes meta. If it becomes meta. It seems like it will. It just needs to get really good options added to the game. Alright, so that dies. That almost dies. He's almost going to hit us, but he has almost no mana, so never mind. He's actually not going to get away with that. Should be fine this time around. Let's take a red, destroy everything. Grab all the manas, and dead. Okay, so that's all that. Got our 2 Dawn Birds. Still need 23 more copies, but at least we made some progress towards it. Anyways, let's go do a bunch of Explore. What's going to be doing in Mist of Scale specifically, just because we need the Trait Stone. And yeah, we need to go hunt a bunch of them. Hopefully we'll gain a lot of hero XP too. Still need to go max that out. Probably not getting that this weekend, but trying to get as close as we can. So let's get a Sunbird down. Wipe it out. There we go. Now just rinse and repeat. And we're about to gain a level. A normal level. Actually gained quite a bit of levels, but that's mainly because we gained so much EXP during these. It's because we are doing Explore. Explore is one of the best EXP methods in the game. Only thing that's better is challenge spam when you put it onto a higher difficulty, because you start getting a slightly higher bonus, but you can still kill it at the exact same speed. That's the absolute quickest, but there isn't much of a need to do that, because the only real resource you're getting are a quick rate of gnomes and EXP, and you're not really getting much of anything else, except maybe some small trait stones here and there. Hello, Blade Song. Hello, Death Shade. Welcome, welcome. There you go, we'll go take all our grains. There's all the Lamias with mana. Not gonna do anything though. I kinda wish they would. That'd be better if they just cast it instead of trying to take something on the board. Why does that keep living? You have spell reduction, don't you? That's why you keep living. You have 25% spell reduction. I've been wondering why that thing keeps living every single time. It's because it keeps reducing our damage. Well, maybe not every single time, but it has a lot higher chance too, since it reduces so much damage. Keep in mind that doesn't stack though. Like, it doesn't keep reducing our split damage. It just does it for that specific troop. So if he had 25% immunity on all the troops, it obviously wouldn't go down to 0. It would just do 25% less to each individual one. Basically, how split damage works is it rolls a number for each one, and then whatever that number is, it just gets reduced by whatever their reduction is, which case 25% in that case. Do you have equipped a pet to get that perk? What do you mean? Equipped pets have no effect on anything. They're fully cosmetic. You always have the effect of every pet, always. The pet that's on your shoulder has no effect on anything whatsoever. Just for looking cute on your shoulder. And we're currently just using the Vine because it's the most recent one we got. Actually, wasn't the Snowman the most recent one we got? Well, it's the most recent important one that we got. But yeah, we'll probably switch it back to something else. Maybe something more festive, like a snowman. It still doesn't feel like winter, though, to me. It's been getting slightly colder, and the weather's been all over the place. But, I don't know, still no snow. So this area by me doesn't really normally get snow. Only times it's gotten snow in the last several years, or last few years, I should say. I wasn't even here for it. I was stuck in New Jersey, snowed in. So, didn't even get to see it. But I still got to see snow, just not snow here. Oh wow, we're right on top of that level. That's the other annoying part about being a really high level. It looks like 5 battles in a row that you're about to gain a level. It just still doesn't give you the level. Like right now, it looks like we're definitely going to gain a level after this battle. Yeah, we're probably going to go another battle or two before we actually do. Who knows, maybe we'll get it right now. Oh no, we actually did get it right now, nice. Okay, there we go. Now we'll do it on yellow. Got our mail, which is just 100 glory and event key, which we get every level past 1,000, which might seem nice, but levels go so slow this late in the game that we probably only get that about once per week, unless it's a gnome week where we're grinding like crazy, in which case we get it a couple times. But it's a nice amount of extra resources. It's just how they allocate it. You barely get any of it. Obviously, we've only gotten 300 something of them, but still, that's 3,000 something more glory and 300 something more event keys than we would have had if it didn't exist. It's still nice in that regard. It's just that it only gave us that amount of resources over the course of like a year or two. So if you put it in that perspective, it's not really that many resources at all. Hey, finally, more gnomes. Is that the first gnome of this stream? I feel like it is. Please drop Vault Key to make up for that. Wow, he did. I did say we'd give out a redeem code when we found a Vault Key. That was a quick Vault Key. Do we start saving the Vault Keys, or do we keep using them this weekend? I'm tempted to start saving them, but we've kind of made it a theme so far to use every Vault Key we get. I'm not sure yet. I'm not even sure if they're adding another gnome anytime soon, because that's the other reason. If I knew for sure, I'd probably save them, but I don't think they are. Like, what else could they even add as gnomes? A gold gnome? A gem gnome! That needs to be a thing. That's never going to happen, though. But anyways, I did say I'd give out a redeem code when we find a Vault Key, or about midway through stream, and we found a Vault Key, so let's give out a code. Just waiting for the page to load up. There we go. Now to find where enough the code is. Buried under all the code mess. Oh, I need to go get more codes from Salty this Monday. Because sometimes she takes a week, and I only have enough for not even a week. Once Monday comes around, we'll have enough till next Friday, unless she gives us more. Or actually, probably next Saturday. There we go. Put that in there. Mark it so we know we used it. Go to the redeem code section. Load, load. There we go. Put it in for both our accounts to make sure it works, and so we can claim it. And it does indeed work. And double check it for the other one. Why is it taking so long to refresh? There it goes. Put that in there. Refresh one last time, and copy paste it all into chat. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code for the vault key. Same loot as always. Redeem code can be, gosh, I'm saying it all in wrong order. Invite code, right there. Whatever is in your settings menu, put that in there. Redeem code, right over there in chat, as well as above. You just copy paste it or type it in. Probably just copy paste it because it's a lot more convenient. Just make sure there's not a random space afterwards. Redeem code is same thing as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 gold as far as the resources. It works on every platform except for the 2 console versions. Anyways, we don't have to do anything right now. Actually, let's pick this. Do we have a repick? No, I think I used it on the treasure thingies. Win any battle with 4 unique troops that share a mana color. Nah, not worth it for 2,000 gold. What's the other thing we need to go do real quick? I feel like there was one other thing. Oh yeah, the vault key. I guess we'll open it. Let's see what's in the vault key. I'll just use this team. I'm not going to bother switching out of it. Hopefully it won't backfire. It shouldn't. Slightly safer with Ogrin, but should still be fine otherwise. Oh wow, yeah, definitely. Okay, come on! Major blue orb, please. Don't give us a random comment, at least. Ooh, 20 gem keys. Not bad. That's one of his better drops. That's, what? 180 gems. That's not as big as the 15 event keys, but that's still pretty big. That's his... Yeah, that's his 3rd best drop that is not a orb. 2nd best would be the 15 event keys. Absolute best would be the 250 gems. And then the absolute best would be like purple orbs and blue orbs of either variety. But yeah, still, that's a really nice drop. More keys for the next mythic that comes out. And we definitely need more because our stack is looking a bit weak. Though the most recent mythic, we did get a pretty good, hefty, like got it within 200 rate for it. So that was nice. But yeah, still. Generally could eat through about 1,000 gem keys, if not more, trying to get a mythic if we're unlucky. So nice to see more. Also, before I forget, let me go to dungeons. Oops, that's not where I meant to click. What I meant to click is dungeons. Let's clear these out before I forget. Also, look at these. Look at all these Jewel Gnome drops that are actually better than the Jewel Gnome itself. One single battle, we get more resources than we get from a Jewel Gnome. Unless it drops as a vault key. Oh, oops, why am I still using this team? This is not the team you're supposed to use for this, but apparently I still got the job done. This is the team we're supposed to use for that. Still uses Bronze Lock Pistol, just in a way that actually makes it good. Or not Bronze Lock Pistol, I mean Skeleton Key. But you could use Bronze Lock Pistol there if you wanted to. Same difference. Key is slightly better though. At least in this context. Like, if you're using Egg Thief, you should be using Key, obviously. If you're not using Egg Thief, then you can get away with Bronze Lock. Bronze Lock Pistol is basically a in-between of, or it's basically a combination of a Key and a Egg Thief combined together. Though it is better to use each individually than it is to use the Bronze Lock Pistol. Is she going to Vancouver for the holiday? She traveled a lot. Let's see, have I traveled at all this year? I don't think I have. Though I don't need to for work, and I normally only do it for family or friends. I probably will be in January or February or so. I don't know if I'm going to be seeing up family this early January or not. Not fully certain, but we'll find out. I don't think it's happening, though, this year. Did last year. Got snowed in last year, too. Oh, no, we'll see how things go. Anyways, let's go and continue with the gnome grind, now that we got that out the way. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. That's also not what I meant to do. Click on miss the scales. There we go. Oh, that's also not where we want to go. That's all. How many misclicks will we do? There we go. Also, this isn't the right team either. It'll still kill it out nicely, though. But actually, it's going to be so much slower that we might as well just repick. It's kind of funny that something that's the best for something is horrible for something else. Like, that can obviously win an Explorer. Like, it's never going to lose. But its win rate is way, way lower than, not that, than something like this. Oh yeah, I evacuated for the hurricane, but I was still within the same state, and I don't know, I guess that was like a little mini vacation. Yeah, I guess I did travel for that. I don't really consider that traveling, though. Like, I didn't really get to, like, fully enjoy ourselves because of the condition of everything. But, yeah, I guess that technically was a little mini vacation. In theory. And traveling. It was still within the same state, though. It was just a few hours inland. But no stream, so yes, I guess so. Yeah, generally whenever I travel, I won't be doing streams. I might still be doing video content, because that doesn't matter how bad my connection was. My connection was awful at the hotel. Yeah, I was still able to get a video or two out. Because the only thing that a bad connection affects if I'm doing a video, assuming it's at least a good enough connection to work the game, which generally it is, the only thing that's going to affect is upload time. It took, I think, like 3 hours for it just to upload, not even counting rendering and everything else. But it took like 3 hours just for it to upload the file at the hotel. It was pretty funny. I think it was one of the longest uploads ever, as far as the actual amount of time just to get the video up. And it wasn't even that long a video. I think it was like 10 or 15 minutes. So throw a firebomb down. Get Sunbird going. Grab all the yellows, firebomb everything. If it would let me go, there we go. Grab purple. Go from there. Those web spinners are really starting to get annoying. There's a lot of weavers this week because it's the week of Zil carry. But it's annoying because those weavers keep having a 75% chance to summon every time Sunbird dies, as well as when Firebomb dies. So that's generally not going to get a summon just because he's not going to have any slots open most likely. Unless Firebomb somehow gets a kill. Which I guess it could. How much damage is Firebomb? It's like 20 something, isn't it? Yeah, so it could actually get a kill. Oh! Speaking of kills, Glory Gnome. Please drop 1,000 glory or a vault key. Either or is amazing. Yeah, 1,000 glory. I don't even mind that over a vault key. Vault key's probably better, but still, that's really solid. Yeah, if Salty's going to be gone, I wonder who's going to go over the new faction on Monday. Probably Syrup and what's his name? Or just Syrup. Is there a new faction next Friday? Yes, there is a new faction next Friday. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. 2 Fridays from now, not next Friday. I keep saying next Friday on accident. It's actually 2 Fridays by now. Not next Friday, but the following Friday. But yeah, we're getting another one very soon, before the end of the month. Oh, we got a pet, but I believe we already have it maxed. Even if we don't have it maxed, it actually maxes its bonus at 2.75. Okay, well, it's still at max bonus, but I don't have all the copies yet, so I guess we'll go do this real quick. It actually gains no benefit from being upgraded to Mythic, but we still need it upgraded to Mythic. And for that reason alone, we need to still go do it. Also, I believe it's the only Asian pet, or at least the highest one. So we eventually will need to have it level 20 anyways for Kingdom. I don't think we will until like 14 stars or something, but it does have a Mythic already and all that, a hero class and all that. So once this does start getting stars, it's gonna start heading up into 10 plus. So I might as well have it upgraded before we get to that point. Haven't needed to spend gems yet on a pet. There is a possibility that in about a half a year to a year from now we will need to start doing that, just because some kingdoms might need it. But pets have been out long enough that it probably won't be a necessity to get level 20s or go out of our way for them, simply because every single kingdom would have had one for a while now. Yeah, I've been playing Smash a decent amount, though I haven't really in the last few days, just haven't had the time. But on Saturday, or on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I think a little bit on Tuesday, I ended up playing it like crazy. To almost completely complete out the game, or at least the single player section. Of course, the game is never completed, at least from the competitive end anyways. I do want to try getting like decent at the game. It's a game that I've always liked strategy-wise, but I've never really gotten to properly learn to play it. Because most of the time when I was playing it, I used to be a lot younger. But I haven't played it in like 7 years, any Smash games. So I kind of want to learn it a bit more. I'm not like horrible at the game, but definitely casual level, that's for sure. I'm good enough to beat friends. Some of the time, anyways. Let's see, I'll move that over. Actually, all the friends I played recently were pretty much just evenly matched. So it works out nicely. Take a purple over. Getting the manas. Where's all of our mana? Where's everything we need? I gotta take our green. He'll skull us. We'll take a red. Get our mana. Throw it down. Get full mana and hit him. An extra turn would be great right here. We don't see it though, so nothing to take. Grab that down again. And kill it with a key. Okay, grab over gold, grab our green. Get all the destroys we need. Get key down. Destroy everything. Wait, Salty left devs for good? I'm pretty sure she didn't leave. I didn't see any post about it, but I didn't check today, so... Is that actually a thing? I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. Pretty sure you're just joking around. I don't know, they tried multiple community managers in the past. Salty's been doing pretty decent, though. Some of the previous ones were questionable. But Salty's been doing good. No, I didn't just say that. We were just talking about her going on vacation. whatever she's doing. I think it might actually be a business trip, not even vacation. Forget what it was. But she's going somewhere for something. Okay, where's our mana? Why is this taking so long to kill? Let's see. Key theme is really failing on these final battles today. Oh, and now we're blocked on green. Gotta go take that red. Luckily, it didn't deny me. Take our red that we need, throw the eye down, go from there. Grab all that. Get everything destroyed. Throw a key down. Get another refire of that. Let him just do whatever. Do it again. Again. There we go. I'll do whatever. We'll hit him. Destroy everything. And dead. Okay. And we still need 9 more copies of that one, but at least every single bit that we get towards is at least some amount of progress. If I keep clicking on games, I don't know why. Go to miss the scales, go to not that, click on Explorer, there we go. We're back to where we need to be. An ingot gnome would be a good way to add the much needed epic ingots to the economy. That would be amazing if they did that. Highly doubt they would though. Highly doubt it. And the irony with that gnome as well would be, depending on how they scale it, if they give it legendary or ingots or mythic ingots, it would actually be awful to ever get the legendary or mythic ingots. The only ones that would particularly be useful in the current economy of the game would be the ultra rare ingots and the epic ingots. The legendary and mythic ingots wouldn't even be useful. Well, they would to some degree, but a lot less useful than ultra rare and epic would be. Yeah, that would be cool if we got an ingot gnome. That, or make one of the reward tiers for, eventually for, delves, for total renown. Hey, level 77. Lucky 7s. But make one of the delve rewards for total renown, like maybe at, let's say, 25,000 or something. I don't know, some kind of amount. You start giving 1 epic ingot per day. That'd be amazing. I don't know if they would ever do that. Of course, they've just been doing random ingots per day. But I'm pretty sure they could make it so it could give any ingot they wanted to, instead of just random. Because anyone who has that high of a renown, let's say 20,000, they have enough of... They pretty much have all the legendary and mythic ingots they ever need, if someone has that high of a renown. So it makes sense at that point to start giving them 3 epic ingots. Up, there's the useless jewel gnome with 20 rubies. That is so, so pitiful. Hey, another arcane though. That's one of the whole reasons why we're even in Miss the Scales right now, is to try to get arcanes. It's currently still our lowest arcane, I believe, by probably about 10 or 20. About a dozen or 2. There we go, nice. Throw a sunbird at it, good to go. Okay, firebomb it all. Grab that. Let's see. Throw a hit at it. The army of, what's his name? Wow, I forget his name. The army of Web Spinner coming out from the depths of the Weaver. Why did it have to be a Zol carry week? Did they deliberately align it because they know everyone uses Sunbird? I feel like they did. Felt like that was slightly deliberate. So I guess in theory we could just be doing PvP or something else and we wouldn't have any, we wouldn't have to deal with it. Same as Arena. We wouldn't have to deal with them. Only in Explore. We could even go do challenges and we wouldn't have to deal with them. Just Explore would specifically have them. But still, it's harder to Explore. Not too much that it would stop us from doing Explore, but enough that it makes some battles a little annoying. It is possible for it not to have that trait. It's also possible because it's only 75% that it doesn't even trigger as well. But given that 75% it normally is. Especially if it casts multiple times. And Bronze Black Crystal can't even target it because it's stealthy. And there's really no point in switching out to a AoE just for the sake of that. So we're probably like 2 times over completing this event. Probably at least 3 times over by the end of this weekend. Probably even further. Yeah, the event's going to get done pretty much automatically. All you have to do is kill a bunch of Browns in PvP and Explore, either or both. And of course, pretty much every battle is going to have about 1 or 2, even if you're doing it in a place that doesn't really have that many. Like, this kingdom isn't really that good for Browns, yet we're still getting at least 1 Brown pretty much every battle. Lucky little extra turn up there, kill it all out. And hopefully we can find another gnome soon. Okay, get all the hits in there. Throw that out. And dead. You found someone in PvP who has Zugoff? Nice. Yeah, they exist. There are several hundred of them, maybe even a couple thousand at this point. Still not a really hefty amount, and most people don't bother defending with it because even if they own it, it's pretty bad to use. It has way too many counters. It also has the highest mana cost in the game. And not even tied anymore, just the absolute highest. Come on, Volky, or 5,000 souls, either or. That's okay, it's just mid-range soul drop. His drops aren't too bad, I just don't need souls. There's 1,000 souls, 2,500 souls, and 5,000 souls. If you actually needed souls, all of those are amazing. Particularly the 5,000. But we do not. So it's not too interesting. Our soul stack is what these days? We have a 3.6 million soul stack. And that can go up to 7 million if we were to bother disenchanting everything. Which we would never do, but we could theoretically have about over 7 million souls. There's just nothing to use them on currently. At least this late in the game, once we've completely maxed out everything. We've gotten Dawnbringer, of course. Can't even craft multiple Dawnbringers because you can only ever own 1. But that would be funny using a team of 2 Dawnbringers. That's literally impossible though, since you could never have multiple of a hero. But that would be really funny. That wouldn't actually be too viable, but just for the sake of doing it, it would definitely be fun. That would be cool, though, if we eventually got a game mode where we could use hero 4 times as our entire team. Just 4 different hero weapons. Of course, they would all have to be different weapons, but it would still be an interesting concept. Because we have never gotten any game mode or anything where we've been allowed to use more than 1 weapon. Despite there being 200 something. Like, there's more weapons in the game currently than there was content when the game first released. Let's see, grab the reds there. Still 1 mana short though, unfortunately. Grab that. Then it down. Hopefully find a few more gnomes. I don't know where they're all hiding though. And the few that we keep getting are bad. But at least we got 1 Vault Key this stream, so it wasn't without failure. That brings our total count to 4 Vault Keys found this weekend. All on stream too this time around. Actually, if we just count stream time, we've actually gotten 1 key per hour so far. 4 keys, 4 hours. You played for 3 hours and only ran into 2 gnomes? What win rate are you doing? Because you should be able to find at least a little bit more gnomes than that. Gnomes should be anywhere from about 6 to 18 per hour, averaging around a 10 to 12. Assuming you can win 3 per minute. If you're doing PvP and other stuff, it might be slower. But Explorer and Challenge spam will give you the highest rates. Just because of how quickly you can win. It's about 2 to 4 wins per minute. With similar teams to this in Explorer. It mainly depends on your stats, more so than anything, how quickly it wins. But with how high our stats are, it's anywhere from 3 to 4. It is more towards 2 if you have lower. Like if you have to use Sunbird, Rowan, and stuff like that, and don't have as high stats to work with. It still gets done pretty quickly. Hey, Soul Gnome, please drop Volky, not souls. What do we get? We get 1,000 souls. Worst drop, of course. That's still not too bad. That's basically like getting a small green orb. Which is also pretty bad, but that's basically what it is. A small green orb drop whenever he drops his smallest drop. Also, I don't know if it's still working. Here's the redeem code from earlier for anyone just getting in around now. It might be used up already, but might as well check it. Because we obviously don't have as many viewers as normal, just because all we're really doing is gnomes, which is understandable. Fortunately, there's no weekend event, and the most viable thing right now is to go do gnomes. It's actually one of the few instances where spamming PvP isn't really the best thing to do. You still could get a lot of gnomes while doing so. It's why we keep getting pet gnomes constantly. Some people in my guild are doing it. But that or they're doing arena, one or the other. But I don't know. I just like doing the Explorer. While it is a lot less gold and stuff, gives us a chance of getting those very nice vault keys at a higher rate, as well as possibly getting orbs and stuff. Overall, we're probably actually gaining less resources than doing this in PvP, but we have more chances for gem-related resources, which is the most important thing since we already have more gold than we know what to do with. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. We could easily lose all of our gold if we start trying to upgrade factions. Like when next faction comes out, we're going to burn through at least 1 million gold, if not 2 to 3 million. That over, sunbird everything. And down it goes. Yeah, Misia didn't actually outlive that. She's normally pretty tanky. Apparently killing the first slot first is enough damage to get it all down. Grab all the browns, throw a firebomb, never mind, don't even need it. And dead. Okay, again, that Sunbird in there. 3 Lamias versus the whole team of Lamia. Which is also slightly annoying because those two have high durability. Still apparently enough to not live, though. Hey, no, there we go. Come on, Volky, or something gem-related. No! I thought So Gnome 1000 Soul was bad. That's is one of his absolute worst. 100 souls. Hate that so much. That is pretty much like 5 seconds worth of souls. Assuming we're using a soul farming team. Okay, take our yellows down, brown, firebomb, sunbird it all, and we're good to go. Okay, take a blue over, grab brown down, firebomb it all. Take a purple, sunbird it. And good to go. Oh, good, another gnome already. That didn't take too long. Please actually drop something of relevance. Vault key or something gem. Nope, but we got an arcane trace done at least. That's one of his other bad drops, 2,500 gold. It's about half a minute of gold. Probably even less than that, like 20 seconds. It's one of his lower drops, though. Second best class to max after Titan. That depends a lot on what you're looking for. I'd probably say Thief in the current state of the game, which is actually what we're doing right now. I don't even have it maxed yet. But Dragon Guard's a good option if you're planning on doing dragon teams. Assassin's a good option if you're planning on doing skull spam teams. What other good ones are there? Rune Priest is the only other class other than Titan that has gain barrier every single brown it takes. So you could have basically a second Titan, though that would kind of be redundant since Titan would just be used always instead, unless you specifically need to dispel. That's the only one really good thing it has. And it's used in dwarf teams if you happen to have High Forge. But, yeah, it really just depends on what you're looking to use more so than anything. No, definitely not Sun Spear. Sun Spear is pretty bad. Sun Spear is pretty bad. Frost Mage is okay in the fact that it's the only hero class that can mass freeze if you don't have Queen Mab and other stuff. But it's much more efficient just using Queen Mab and other stuff. The only time you really bring out Frost Mage is if on a certain defend day, you want to run freeze, but you've already used Queen Mab and other good freezes for other off days, like Hinba and stuff, but you still want freeze for a certain day. It's the only time you really bring out that hero class. It's not a horrible hero class. Anything that has that explode something every single time it extra turns, explode a yellow, is not too bad. Death Knight has it, Frost Mage has it, Titan of course has it, and I believe one other hero class has it, I forget. Those might be the only 3. But no, overall, I'd probably say Assassin is the next best bet. It's has a really interesting skull spam potential. The real big thing holding it back, though, is it doesn't have half mana start. There's currently no troop that gives it half mana start. Yeah, I would personally say Thief overall. Probably Thief, then Assassin. Titan first, then Thief, then Assassin. And the only reason I would say Thief over it is just because it's so ridiculously good in Skeleton Key Team. Skeleton Key Team is one of the quickest, if not the quickest PvP team right now, while also simultaneously farming gold. It does require Cedric Sparkle Sack, but if you don't have him, he's farmable right now for today, tomorrow, and all of Sunday. These are random drop off of Vault Keys, and Vault Keys are really prevalent right now since there's a bunch of gnomes and they have higher rate for Vault Keys. At least until the end of Sunday. Yeah, I mentioned that a couple times, but definitely if you don't have Cedric, try getting it by the end of this weekend. It's probably one of the main things you want to be trying to aim for. Of course, you have very little control over it. All you'd have to do is just spam Explore, spam Challenges, spam whatever you want to do, even just PvP or Arena or something. But it is highly advised to own a copy of them. He's used for so many things, and I believe he's getting a... Yeah, he is. This Monday, he's getting another purpose as well. There's a new, I believe it's Ultra Rare, that's going to be coming in through Glory that's, again, also going to be a gold-related troop. And it would benefit from having a bonus like Cedric. Not as much as some of the other ones, but it still would technically gain a bonus. Hey, the most recent mythic. I still haven't used it much since we got it, so we might use it in next time's delve. We'll have to see exactly what the coloration is. I believe it's yellow-green, if I'm not mistaken. So we could possibly work around that for the most recent mythic. He does have green. Oh wait, he does have green, right? I'm saying that like a statement, but it's probably more of a question. I think he has green. Pretty sure it's brown, green, blue. It's gonna bother me now. I need to go check. That's the first Infernus we've seen all day. Or at least from this game mode. Obviously in PvP we see it every few seconds. But let me see. What's Iron Guts color? Oh, yellow. Oh no! Oh wait, never mind. He still uses yellow. That's one of the colors. Yeah, he can still get away with it. If those are the colors of the kingdom, which it should be, based on the banner. But yeah, he'll be usable in next kingdom. I mean, in next delve, I mean. Hopefully he'll roll around in the drop table soon, too, for diamonds. He could be an okay one to craft. Not the greatest of things. He'd probably be like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th one you'd bother crafting, but still on the list of things you would eventually want to get. It's worse than a Megavore, though. I'd almost get 2 Megavores before I'd bother getting a copy of him, if you had to be selective. The main order for mythics, though, I would say is mainly Infernus, so they have it for PvP, Guild Wars, and everything else. A Fairish Ra, possibly 2 Fairish Ras, so you have it for soul farming to go get Dawnbringer and just better soul rate in general for the high soul rates in the game, because it saves a lot of time compared to not having it. And then you basically just shift to either Guild War options to improve your Guild Wars and Tower of Doom stuff, teams, or you switch to Delve options so that you can go complete out Delves. Delve options would be things like Weaver, Megavore, that new mythic they added, actually double Megavore. It's pretty convenient too for some of them. Sometimes even Yasmin, but probably not. But that would also overlap with Green Days too. Queen Aurora possibly is a pretty safe one just for mana accumulation and barriers so you don't die. Stuff like that. And then from there, you'd pretty much just fill whatever gaps you want for kingdom upgrades. Like White Helm's pretty nice to have. It's currently the highest upgraded kingdom, best tribute kingdom, and but it requires a guard's avatar in order to get it past 10 stars. There's a lot of kingdoms now that are starting to pop up that are going to require their mythic to actually get them past 10 stars. And while it's only really relevant once you start reaching later in the game, it's still relevant to a degree that you're going to need to worry about getting a bunch of mythics just for the sake of kingdom upgrades, even if they're useless. Guard's avatar is not 100% useless, but he's generally, if you're getting him for the upgrade more so than using him. Another useless 1,000 souls, but at least it's not a normal gnome's 100 souls, so we can look at it that way. It's 10 times better than the souls off the normal gnome. Even when a normal gnome tries to do a good amount of souls, it only uses 500, which is still half the amount of the soul gnome's worst drop. Of course, technically every drop of the soul gnome's bad, but just because we don't need souls. Still, you never know. They'll probably add something in the future where we need more souls to dump them into something. They just really need a big Soul Forge update. It seems something that was always like slightly done when it was released, and still could use a lot of modification to actually make it good. Still seems very underwhelming how the Soul Forge is. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions before we start wrapping up slowly? Probably do another battle or two, or... Oh, there's our Jewel Gnome. Oh, please drop a Volkey. We do not want to see any of your drops other than a Volkey. Not even just because a Volkey is good, but because everything else is so bad. What do we have? What do we have? Come on, Volkey, Volkey, Volkey. No! Well, at least we get to hero level. That's a good time. There we go. Well, that's that. Jewel Gnome. Why did they have to add that? They deliberately did that just to balance the resource rates, I'm pretty sure. Just because they made Glory Gnome too good, but they wanted to balance Glory Gnome without actually nerfing it. So they fixed the glitch to repick gnomes as well as adding the worst gnome in the entire game. So, well played, well played. Let's see. You used to run Dragon Soul, Christine X. Oh, Dragon Soul, Christine X is amazing. It still is. Gorgolfa, Christine X, Dragon Soul is still a very fun combination. Same as Mountain Crusher, Christine X, Dragon Soul, both of which are still really good. Not the greatest of teams anymore, especially since the merge and other mechanics, but it's still fun. The biggest issue that dragons normally have is every single dragon, for the most part, hits all enemies, which is both good and bad, but you basically kill everything at the exact same time, and they don't have excessively good loops. They do have some loop potential, but not really good infinite looping, like mana generators or anything like that. They don't have any really good converts or anything. They have Asha, but it's only a single color, so it doesn't really do too much. But, I don't know, dragons overall are still pretty decent. They've seen better days. They're definitely not the best of things these days, but they're still pretty far up, high up there as far as pure types are concerned. As far as absolute best pure type, I'd probably have to say it's Giants at the moment, but the main reason for that is for the obvious reason, Titan exists. So pure Giant is just a team of just Titan itself is pretty much a good Giant team, but then you just put other Giants around it, and it's like, oh wow, this just became a absurdly good team. Giants also have the benefit of being the highest HP team in the entire game. Stormheim Giants have the highest starting HP you could ever get, at over 100 this late in the game, which with pets upgraded is absurdly high, how much HP you end up getting. I actually use it for one of my defend days. I use it for I actually don't remember what day I used it for. Yellow? No. One of my defends for Guild Wars is set to 4x Giants. I would actually highly advise doing it if you have the team. It's a, since you're normally using Titan anyways, you don't even need to switch out of it. Where's my defends? Defend red, defend green. I have, oh, there it is, right there. But yeah, you can see we have, oh wait, it's not over 100? I could have sworn it was over 100. Or is it not getting some kind of bonus that only starts at the beginning of battle? Well, there is some, because I believe we get the extra HP that starts at the beginning of battle. I could have sworn it was a little bit higher than that. Oh, you know why I keep thinking it's over 100? Because I keep only using it to defend in what's it called? In Guild Wars, where stats are a bit higher due to the bonuses that you get. So that's why I think it's always over 100. Oops, I did not mean to put a Weaver there. What just happened? That's not supposed to be a Weaver. That is supposed to be a... wait, what is that supposed to be? Hold up, now I actually forget. That's a fail. Memory. Memory, go! Oh, Dawnbringer. That's why I can't think of what it was. It's because the giant isn't missing, it's the weapon that's missing. There we go. How on earth did that happen? But yeah, it's still pretty high HP. And Hero itself actually has over 100. You spend 550 gems and a 300 or 3,500 keys for the new mythic. Oh, and you didn't get it? Yeah, that does happen. We did get it really lucky this time around, though one of the previous ones we had to spend way too much on. Hopefully the next one will be a little bit better. We do have a decent stack of gem keys to protect us. We do have some backup glory keys if we have to, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll go over well once it comes out. We're definitely good on event keys. We are going to sync some of them on Monday for the new troop. I don't know if I'm going to bother orbing it or just do all my event keys. I think I might orb it. I'm not sure, because the kingdom it's coming in for is... Actually, what kingdom is it coming in for? I should forget off the top of my head. I believe it's Bright Forest, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's Fairy Fire. Let me see. Where'd it go? Right there. So it should be Bright Forest. And if that is the case, and it is indeed the case, right? Let's see. Scroll up, scroll up. Yeah, it's Bright Forest. So, let's see. Where is Bright Forest? How many stars are you these days? Kingdom. Power. That's not going to do anything, but what I want to actually check is, do I have all of the things maxed that are ultra rare and above? No, I do not. So, you know what? Maybe we do go and get it maxed then. Because there is one thing we need to go get upgraded because I haven't bothered doing it yet. And that is the Q-Sif that's currently in here. Let's just use a smaller green. We have them for a reason. Might as well use them. There we go. But, yeah, the Q-Sif. We don't have maxed yet. It is an ultra rare. So, yeah, I guess we'll open up event keys until we maybe get it to Mythic. I'm not sure. How many more copies do we need? We need 26, right? Oh, never mind. We only need... Never mind. We're not going to do that. We'll easily get one copy. Never mind. That is so ridiculously easy to do. Okay, never mind. We're just going to go until we get one legend on Monday. And then just keep hoarding event keys. I'm not sure what I'm going to be dumping event keys on then, though. The only other thing we could really dump event keys on is if we eventually have an absurd amount of event keys, like let's say 2, 3, 4, 5,000 event keys, we could just go and throw all the event keys like we normally would in the way past when orbs didn't exist to try to max a new legend all the way to mythic immediately. But since orbs exist, it's better just to go, especially since how many smaller blues we have, it's better just to go and get it to the point where you just get one of the new legend, use an orb on it, and go from there. Maybe get 2 copies if it's a good one. This one we might actually get 2 copies of, so we'll probably do that, but I don't think I'm going to go all the way to Mythic. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll probably open it 50 at a time and just do it from there for those on Monday. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and best of luck with all the gnomes and vault keys that you may try opening and getting. We'll be back tomorrow morning, same time as always, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 13 hours prior to now, if you're watching on stream right now. Other than that, we'll be, 30 hours later from now. 13 hours later from now, not prior. You know, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. 13 hours later from now. Anyways, other than that, we'll be back 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, as we are every night, to go and stream more vault key hunting. That's pretty much all these streams are going to be, to be honest, other than answering questions, anything else you guys want me to go over, if you have anything that you want to ask. Mainly because, well, that's what a Vault event is, pretty much, especially since there's not anything else running simultaneous to it. It's just simply Vault event, which is nice because that means we have more time to go farm Vault event instead of having to do some other event that's going to waste our time. How many Vault keys have we gotten? 4. So far, we've gotten 1 per hour as far as on stream. I have done some off stream where I didn't get it, but as far as on stream grinding, we've done 1 Vault key per hour so far. So not too bad. I'm definitely perfectly fine with that drop rate. That's pretty much, I want to say average, but it's probably actually slightly above average. I think it's more like 1 Vault key every 90 minutes or so on average, maybe. I'm not even sure. But yeah, it's definitely an okay rate. So hopefully we'll get a bunch more tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get a bunch more on Sunday. I think the most we've ever gotten in a weekend was more towards about a dozen. I'm not actually certain what the most is. I know some people have gotten over 100 in a single weekend. But that's because they grinded like nearly every single second of the weekend or got absurdly good luck somehow. But anyways, I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful weekend, and goodbye, everyone. Oh, never mind. Wait, where's this thing? There we go. Now, goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.